All right, everybody, who's ready to go for a ride in this Honda Odyssey with me? Thanks for looking. Thanks for joining. My name is Nathan. We're going to go drive this minivan on some city and freeway streets and talk about it and its history and what I like about these vans in general. We've got some daytime LED lights there. Looks like they might be flashing on the video, but they are not. It's just the way the camera views it. Just want to give you a quick look at the outside of what we're going to drive. This is deep Scarlet Pearl on the outside. It is beige on the inside. If you want to see more detail, you will have to watch my very detailed walk around video about this van that I've also recorded here today. And it is very, very detailed and about 40 plus minutes long, going around talking about this van. If you're ready to go, we're gonna get rolling here. Going around talking about it in great detail. So check that out as well. But for this video, we're going to drive. So I mentioned on the walk around video that there is absolutely nothing negative about the drivability of this van or these vans in general, as they're very comfortable and roomy and lots of space for everybody. I'm gonna avoid the wet streets here because this van is super clean and nice. I mentioned on the walk around video that, you know, when you slide into, I mean, a van like this, I guess I would say, just a van in general, it's kind of like you feel like it's an extension of your living room because it's just spacious and comfortable and lots of room for everybody, and it's just the right height. I mentioned on the walk around that I've never personally owned a minivan that I've driven for an extensive period of time, but I have driven them. I've had my dogs in them. My dogs that I used to have, they loved riding in a van, just like kids do, right? And I mentioned that parents often don't like. I've got the key. I had the key here sitting in the cup holder. I'm gonna put that in my pocket so it doesn't slide around. A lot of parents, both men and women, don't necessarily like driving a minivan because it's kind of nerdy or whatever. It's not the most stylish of choices, right? It's not a Range Rover or a Mercedes, but you know, once you own one and you realize all the versatility that it has to offer and the ease of getting everybody in and out of it and the space that just feels like it never ends, it's very worth it. Okay, so that annoying beeping is the lane departure warning, and I'm not someone that really drives perfectly inside the lines, so to speak. We're gonna go this way. I think I'm an excellent driver, but I don't often stay perfectly within the lines, so if that keeps beeping, I'm going to turn it off. But now you see it has lane departure warning. It has forward collision alert. There's a camera up in the rearview mirror there for the forward collision. But it's just nice. It's comfortable. It's quiet when there's no kids in a minivan. Great visibility, you know, out of it. And of course, the reliability. Look at that old Honda coming the other way that was all beat up. The reliability of this right here. Talked about that on the walk around video. Low cost of ownership, least expensive to maintain, and highest resale value vehicles right there. Honda all the way. Way less than European branded vehicles. Great gas mileage, 28 miles to the gallon on the freeway. Look at, you see Hondas everywhere. We should start counting. There's a CRV. We should count as we drive, right? This van has great features I want to talk about as we drive. Visibility wise, I was starting to say, even these little windows right here, these little triangle windows, just add another just feeling of being almost in a fishbowl, you know, with great visibility from this van. there's another CRV. It's smooth, it's easy to drive, it's just no complaints, no complaints. This van has had an excellent life. This van has had excellent recent service. This van has almost always been serviced at a Honda dealer. Okay, I'm going to turn it off, so you push right there to turn it off, because I don't think it's ever going to stop beeping with the way I drive. Maybe it's just overly sensitive. Excellent records at the Honda dealership. Routine maintenance. There's 64, count them, 64 records of service on this van, from new until current, with regular maintenance all the way through and through. Excellent records. Oh, there comes another one right now. I think it might have been the same. I think it was the same color. That's funny. I paid them to drive by, just kidding. We're gonna go around this way and back around the way we were coming. Excellent records. So recently the maintenance on this van has been new brakes and rotors all around, front and rear, new front lower control arms. The bushings had some play in them, got them replaced. So new front lower control arms, new air filter, new cabin air filter. That's for the air that you breathe here on the inside with you and your family. All 4 tire pressure sensors replaced. They have batteries, they only last so long. A couple of them are starting to become weak. Replaced all 4 of them, so they're all brand new. Along with the tires being balanced, so they're perfectly balanced right now. A fresh oil change, an alignment, which needs to be done with the control arms being done, right? So all of that was just completed. Everything it needed, it got. Battery tested, great. Everything else checked out wonderfully. The tires have 8 30-seconds tread, so they've got lots of life left. In the recent past, this van at 205,000 miles had transmission fluid changed, which is important. It's been done several other times in the past on this van, so always good to keep up with it when you know it's been done. There's another great minivan, I can't say it's not, Toyota Sienna, also a great choice. I've done a couple videos about Siennas. You can check them out on my channel. And speaking of my channel, if you like what I do here, if you like listening to me, if you like hearing me talk about cars, I love to talk about cars and present them to you and each and every one of you and around the globe and around the world. Please give a thumbs up, ring the bell, and subscribe to my channel. Leave some comments in the comments section. Always great. Happy if you use my comments section as a discussion board to talk amongst yourselves, or to talk to me, or to ask questions to each other. I think that's great. I think it's a great opportunity to have an open table discussion using the comments section with people around the world. And it makes me infinitely happy when I read that my video has helped someone to least reliable vehicle in the world, right there, just Range Rovers, Land Rovers, yep, least reliable, garbage. It makes me very, very happy to read when someone says that my video has helped them to know more about a car, to choose to buy one of the type of cars that I'm working with on that video. Very happy to be such a help to so many people. Makes me very happy. So we're cruising at 45 on a city street. It's smooth, it's quiet, it's refined. Very minimal road noise, very minimal outside noise. Honda Accord, great car. Honda Accord 2008. That car's almost, what, 20 years old almost, still rocking and rolling strong. I mentioned on the walk around video that the highest mileage Honda I have ever seen with my own eyes and had the pleasure of driving and hearing it run, which was just as quiet as this van is, had 655,000 miles, and it was amazing. Amazing. it's all about if they're taken care of correctly, and that's what I preached about on my walk around video on this van, is with the ownership history and the great way this van has been taken care of. It's has the highest propensity, pretty new Honda right there, for being a great vehicle for quite some time, right? Now, watch, we're gonna turn right, so we're gonna turn on the right turn signal. Remember when I said about a pesky cyclist possibly being in the walk around video? I said, imagine if there was a bicyclist, a cyclist, or someone right there on the sidewalk. You can see them with the Honda lane watch system there. Even if you just want to see what's going on the right side of the vehicle, you can push there and watch your camera live on the right side. Is it a little distracting? Maybe. Is it a great feature that I think every vehicle should have? Absolutely. I think every vehicle should have that. I think every vehicle should have the keypad on the outside to be able to get in your car when you lock the keys in it, or something, your kids lock you out or whatever. Should have a 5-digit keypad like the Ford, Lincoln, Mercury vehicles do. And I think every car should have either automatic brights or a foot pedal on the floor to turn on and off the bright lights at night. So that's what I think. But back to why this is such a great vehicle, because it's a Honda, because it's been well maintained, because it's been serviced almost exclusively at the Honda dealership. Okay, so let's get back to that for a minute. At 186,000 miles, this van had the complete timing belt service done, along with water pump, timing belt tensioner, seals, gaskets, all the stuff related to doing the timing belt service correctly, along with new spark plugs, new coolant flush, new brake fluid flush, and on top of that, the piston re-ring procedure. Now, if you want to know more about that or explain that in more detail, you're going to have to go watch some technical video, because I can't do it for you. But it's almost a certainty that the Odysseys that have this eco management system will experience the issue at some point in their lives, and they have to have the piston re-ring procedure done. And when it's been done and done correctly at a Honda dealership or someone that definitely knows what they're doing, you shouldn't have any problem with it again. And you should take care and consideration to trying to buy a van like this that has had it done and has proof that it's been done. It was done on this van, along with that timing belt service and all the other stuff I just mentioned, at 186,000 miles to the tune of $5,200. That's right, $5,200. Now, compare the cost of that one single service that is making this infinitely better than most out in the market for sale to the cost of what the van is. You're more than halfway there just with the cost of that service. There's a white Odyssey. Now, it's very important, and makes this van worth it. Makes this van a better choice than most. It makes you say, who cares that it has 212,000 miles? It doesn't matter. It's been well cared for. It's been garage kept. It hasn't had kids or pets in it, and it's just been driven, and it's been maintained correctly. That's what's important. Honda Pilot, Honda, oh no, whoops, I miscounted. Honda's all around. Honda's everywhere. This van was made in Alabama with USA engine and transmission, made in USA. So I said on the walk around video that a lot of Hondas that are made in Ohio or Alabama are more American because of all the workers that are employed by Honda to build and manufacture all the products and seats and engines and body panels and its final assembly plants. It's not really a Japanese car, so to speak. It's just engineered in Japan, but everything's executed over here. So it's more of an American car than a lot of people realize. There we are at 72 miles per hour now on the freeway. Thanks for riding along, and thanks for joining, everybody. It's smooth and nice, as you would expect with those freshly balanced tires. It's smooth and nice because it's been well cared for. It's smooth and nice because it has brand new lower control arms in the front. It has brand new brakes and rotors. When we go to push the brakes, it's going to stop on a dime because of those new brakes. It's smooth and nice because the engine's been well cared for and had the oil changed religiously as it should be, along with all the other routine and regular maintenance. It's smooth and nice because it had that timing belt and water pump service done not even, what, 26,000 miles ago. So that should be done every 100,000 miles. So whoever ends up with this van next has every bit of 75,000 more miles to go until you need to replace the timing belt again. I'll turn the lane departure warning back on and we'll see if I can behave between the lines. Smooth, nice, straight. Look how straight the steering wheel is out here on the freeway. Wonderful. No pulling, no issues. Look at no hands on the wheel, even with the crown of the road, barely changing lanes. Super nice, super straight. It's smooth and it's comfortable. I mentioned on the walk around video that with all the safety features that this van has to offer, if you really think about it, there's really nothing hardly missing from a current brand new $50,000+ version of this van. When you think about the only thing this van doesn't have that something brand new would likely have is blind spot. So it doesn't have blind spot monitor, but with that camera on the right side, I'm gonna wait till the car's on the right side, but look here on the freeway, you put on the turn signal to change lanes, and look, there's no mistaking that nobody is there because you can see the entire blind spot, right? So it has forward collision alert, it has lane departure warning, it has anti-lock brakes, it has side airbags from the front to the rear, all the way from the front to the rear, all the way from these front A pillars all the way back to the C pillars in the very, very rear. It has traction control. I mean, I forget what daytime running lights, xenon headlights. I mean, push button start, touch sensor access and touch sensor to lock. You know, there's nothing missing that a current vehicle wouldn't have other than blind spot monitor. And here, let me slow down here. So there's a Mazda coming up on our right. I'm gonna slow down a little bit so we can put him perfectly in the lane change spot. So right about there, if I was gonna change lanes, watch. I can see him in my spot. Oh no, I can't change lanes. And see, now it's beeping because I went outside the lines. Anyway, it's clear, so we're gonna change over. I think the camera, the Honda Lane Watch, the camera on the right side is just fantastic. I just think it's a fantastic feature. That's what I'm talking about right there. See that Honda Pilot, real new with the blind spot in the mirror? Okay, it's got blind spot, but that's a $50,000+ car. That vehicle can't do anything that this Odyssey right here can't do. And I bet the fuel mileage is barely much different. 28 miles to the gallon, if I haven't already said that on this van. While we are at this red light, this is the original window sticker for this very van. Yep, deep scarlet pearl, beige. There's all the features. $37,000 when it was new. Made in Alabama, engine and transmission USA. There's the fuel mileage. Yep. Pretty cool, right? It has original window sticker. It has both original keys. Has the owner's manuals over there in the glove box. Has these beautiful WeatherTech mats, the custom floor liners. I swear I don't get paid by WeatherTech, but I do like their mats. I have them in a couple of my own vehicles. WeatherTech mats all the way through. Look how it covers the entire floor. That's my bag back there. covers the floor. I mean, there's hardly any carpet exposed. There's one in the third row on this van, and there's even one back in the very cargo. This van also has all of its original carpet mats, which are back in the cargo area right now. So it has 2 complete sets of mats, 2 original keys, original window sticker, original owner's manuals, and the beautiful, beautiful one owner, perfect service record history. You know what that is? Priceless. And no, this isn't a MasterCard commercial, but it is priceless. It's priceless when something is so well taken care of. Another thing that makes this extra comfortable to drive is steering wheel controls for the radio, phone controls, control for the center screen there, automatic headlights, another great safety feature that you should expect by now. And the steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. So I often say on all my videos of cars that have that, it's the ultimate thing to finding the perfect comfort. Once you get the mirrors like you like it, once you get the seats like you like it, when you can adjust that steering wheel in and out telescopically, if you're someone, it really doesn't matter if you're short or not, but especially if you're someone that's short so that they're not sitting on top of the airbag, it is really nice to be able to bring it to you so you don't have to bring the seat way forward and lay on top of the steering wheel. But even if you're tall, like, you know, average or tall like I am, it's nice to bring it also to you so that you can find the perfect comfort of where your arm stretches out to be the most comfortable. At least that's what I think. Look how easy it was to get back out on the freeway and up to 70 miles per hour. There's the cruise control engaged. I just engaged it at 74 miles per hour. No feet on the pedals there. And watch how straight this van is with minimal adjustment. Look at that. Barely. Yep. Yeah, there's the lane departure warning. I'm turning that back off. But seriously, very, there's no pulling. It's just a natural moving because of the crown of the road, but super straight. Look at that. Look how straight the H emblem is. Look at that. Barely starting to go, just barely have to correct. So I'll turn that cruise back off because I actually don't like to drive with the cruise on. What a great van. What a great minivan, you guys. Seriously, $5,200 spent at 186,000 miles for that timing belt and piston re-ring service. That combined with the brand new brakes and rotors that it has right now, the fresh oil change, alignment, control arms, filters. I mean, it's basically like you're paying for the service that was done pretty recently and getting the van for free when you buy this van. I mean, come on. It's a great value, represents a great value, and it's better than probably 99% of the others in the market and how they've been taken care of. The interior of this van is absolutely perfect. There is nothing negative. There is zero, nothing negative on the interior on this van. There is nothing, absolutely nothing negative mechanically about this van that isn't right or doesn't work right. Everything, all the features, buttons, functions work and operate as they should. And the body is a strong 9 out of 10. And there's a few flaws on the body that I showed in the walk around video, but other than the few cosmetic flaws on the body on this van, it's almost like getting it brand new again. I mean, mechanically sound, no issues. Everything works, no issues. Perfect interior with no issues, and only a few flaws on the body. That's awesome. Check out my other video of the walk around, complete walk around on this. If you want to see inside, outside, under the hood, engine running at idle, every which way, check it out. Give a thumbs up on any of my videos that you like. I appreciate that. Ring the bell to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate that. I hope you find enjoyment and get something out of this video or any others that you watch. I very much enjoy that my videos help people and promote people to learn more about the cars they're considering across the world and across the globe. Makes me very happy, and I'm happy to help everybody I can. Oh, forgot to use my Honda lane watch turn signal. Well, we've gone up and down the freeway. There's our current gauges and stuff. Cruising along. We're gonna exit right here, back where we started, and kind of go back to the area where we started. I appreciate you guys watching. If you didn't hear my comparison in the walk-around video, I'm gonna say it right here because I don't think there's anything else I wanted to say on this driving. This drive. Look at these brakes. I mean, no different than you'd expect. Look at, push the pedal. They're strong, tight, no shaking, shimmying. They are brand new. They are nice. There's another Honda Passport. There went a CRV getting on the freeway. If you want to read the most incredible story about a very, very high mileage Honda, read about Gordon Barss, B-E-A-R-S-S, about his 1993 Honda Accord that he put 1 million miles on in and around 2002. Honda had given the man the car in 1993 when his 1986 Honda Accord had 615,000 miles. They gave him the 1993, and 10 years later, he'd put 1 million miles on it, 100,000 miles a year. There goes a Passport. Awesome story, awesome man, knew how to take care of his car, original engine and transmission, took care of it, 1 million miles, boom. Done. And he still kept driving it. They wanted to give him another new Honda, and he politely declined and said, there's nothing wrong with this one, I'll keep driving it. How about that? Talk about modesty. Talk about being happy with what you have. That's modesty. But in the walk-around video I said, a lot of people think, oh, something with lower miles is a better car, and I pretended as if there was another same Odyssey sitting next to this one that would have, let's say, I think I said 150,000 miles, so maybe 62,000 less than this, and 150 somehow sounds, you know, better, or it's definitely a lower number than 212, right? But if one with 150 was sitting there that had 3 owners, only had 1 key, and had average tires and brakes, and had a really spotty service history with no idea about the timing belt, and wasn't in as good of cosmetic condition as this, which one would you choose? I think the answer is simple. I think the answer is clear. But some people get so hung up about numbers that, oh, 150 is less than 212. I clearly should pick that one. No, wrong. But, you know, you do what you want. But I think it's worth talking about, because the number isn't everything. Does anybody know what BMW stands for? See that $100,000 BMW going the other way? You know what it stands for? Big money wasted. BMW. Big money wasted. That's what I think anyway. I like Honda. Honda's always been good to everyone that's ever had one. Minimal cost of ownership and maintenance. Great resale. And just a better choice than other comparable cars. And so nice to drive. So nice to drive. Comfortable and easy. What do you guys think? I think we're about done here. 48 8 miles per hour, smooth. Oh, check this out. I thought about this on the drive. This is a school transportation place, and then you can see, if you quickly saw in that parking lot, there's some Chevys and there's some Dodges, but there's even some Odysseys in their fleet of school transportation vehicles. So I often talk about on my car videos that you should look sometimes at what, you know, places like that, places that have fleets of vehicles, what they have and what they drive. It's like the police driving Explorers and Impalas and Crown Victorias for a lot of years, you know, and government agencies driving Tauruses and Dodge Stratuses and Avengers. They buy the cars that make sense, that have good track records of being proven and reliable, because they want predictable, low cost of ownership on the stuff they're going to own for these big fleets. So it makes a lot of sense. Thanks for watching, everybody. I think I've carried on enough. Check out the walk around video on this van. Check out any of my other videos you like. Give a thumbs up, ring the bell, and subscribe. Please leave your comments. I appreciate you guys very much. And there's a beautiful white Honda to conclude our video. Thanks so much, and have a great day, and peace until next time. Bye-bye.